Now, it's mega important to me that you guys know that the events that may unfold in this video I might not be particularly proud of. But you've all been asking, why haven't you yet reviewed the Mizuno JPX 921s? That's because, well, I've kind of been waiting for them to come in my specs. Let's do it, and let's do it now. I mean, that feels... I went a little bit further than what I wanted. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, I hope you're all safe, I hope you're all incredibly well, and I hope you're all really enjoying getting out on the golf course. In today's video, I've again forgot a Stanley knife when I've got an unboxing, but that isn't going to stop me. I mean, it might stop me getting in here. I don't think that would be that hard. Guys, I've been waiting for these to come for a while, and obviously because of... keys gone. And because of COVID and things like that, I've been waiting for the clubs to come. So these are, I'm not gonna say they're my new clubs yet. For one reason and one reason only, but let's get unboxing them because I know you all like to see an unboxing. So I've been really looking forward to seeing these. This is like the worst unboxing you'll ever see. I mean, how good do these look? Oh, yes. Yes! So guys, as unboxings go, this is probably the least elegant you will ever see, but these are, as you can see, the new Mizuno Tour JPX 921s. And, I mean, I've had a bit of a... I don't want you to think any less of me. I'm not going to put them in... I think I've got some explaining to do, haven't I? Yeah. So I'm not going to lie guys, when I gave away my Mizuno JPX 919 Tours to my arch nemesis, my biggest rival in this world, my big brother, I've missed them. I've really missed them. I've missed a little bit of forgiveness that they offer. I've missed that kind of brushed chrome looking finish. I've just missed them, and I haven't been able to put my finger on exactly why. I've loved, or I'm loving, because we're not changing yet, I've loved the Mizuno MP20 MBs. But all I'll say is the level which I've been looking forward to reviewing these JPX 921s has been a little bit kind of like over the top really. It's been like a little bit too much. So I asked Mizuno to send them I asked Mizuno to send me them. I'm that excited I can't even talk. I'm going to leave that in my specs which I got fitted for in the MBs, so I could really test them, so I could really challenge them against the MBs which I've been gaming. So that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. What have we got in here? Ah, cleaning brush, excellent. So what we're going to do, we're going to test them for looks, feel, sound and all the rest, and obviously performance, because that generally is the be all and end all of golf clubs, isn't it, of golf. We're going to go pitch and wedge 7-iron, 4-iron, really test them out, and we'll start with the MBs. I mean, I should know really all the yardages for these, I should know how they feel, I should know how they sound, and I know exactly how they feel, I know exactly how they sound. They sound amazing, they feel beautiful, they feel fantastic when you hit them out the middle, which I often don't do. Right, a couple of pitching wedges just to get us nice and loose. Prime example, Towie pitching wedge 1, 2, 3. Pitching wedge for me, I'm usually going to game it around 130, 135. Yeah. Better, 133. And this isn't just a numbers game, guys. See, I don't want you to feel like I might be changing the clubs just because something new's come out, something shiny's come out. I'm not a magpie. I think once upon a time my dad was a Newcastle fan, so that's about as close as it gets, but definitely not a magpie, not me. No. So guys, what I want you to do, I want you to hit the comments in this video and I want you to let me know if you've ever let a golf club go that you regret letting go, or even a set of golf clubs go that you regret letting go, because as soon as I passed them over to Adam, I remember just thinking, shouldn't have done that. And guys, hit those comments below if you want me to review these new JPX 921s against the old 919s. That could be quite cool, couldn't it? Well, that was a great shot, that was wonderful. That was really nice. I'm just going to go 5 with each, guys. Keep it nice and try and keep this a nice social video so you can all just watch through at your own ease. And I want you to let me know what you think, guys, I really do. Oh, that's the one. Beautiful. So as you'll see here, I've gone to the same lengths of getting the same lie angle, the same everything. I mean, you'll not see that on there. So I've gone the same shafts, and I've even gone the same grip, so as close to the grips as I can. Spot the new one there. That's disgusting, isn't it? Disgusting. Pitching wedge back in the bag for now. And we're gonna go JPX. And now we're gonna go JPX 921 wedge. I can't tell you how much I keep wanting to say JPX 919 because it just rolls off the tongue a lot better. And I'm going to test the hot metals, I'm going to test the forged, all the other clubs that Mizuno have brought out, but these obviously, I have more of a vested interest in these. Looking down already, this pitching wedge just looks a little bit bigger than the MB. And I've caught that one heavy as well. Definitely more blade length. What about the top line? Because interestingly, a lot of the time it is the top line that, I mean, they just look like two totally different golf clubs, don't they, looking at that? If I pan the camera down here now, much more surface area on the JPX. Guys, hit those comments below again. I just want this to be a massive discussion more than anything, really. What do you think is going to be the prime difference in these clubs? Is it going to be spin? Is it going to be distance? Is it going to be dispersion maybe? Oh, that's just wonderful. I mean, don't get me wrong, the MBs are wonderful when you get them out of the middle, and this is what I'm wanting to test. We're not going to take any shots out of these numbers. We're going to test everything, and then I'm going to test them on the course as well. There's no way that I'm making a decision on these today in the simulator. Not a chance. You have to do these on the course, you have to test them on the course, you have to see how you feel. So get ready, get strapped in for some more content with these. Also, is anyone gaming these yet, by the way? Right, pitching wedge is done, and I do feel like I've given that a pretty fair test. You can see the strikes aren't terrible. I mean, they're not great, but they're not terrible. You know what, now I'm going to go straight into the 7-iron with the JPX. I think it looks like that with the loft. Got it. And then MB, then we're going to go 4-iron. 4-iron's an interesting one because you will have seen a video that I did fairly recently where I changed out the HMB 4 and 5, which I got fitted for MB, and that was something which at the time absolutely was the right decision. I did hit the 4 and 5 iron better. I committed to them more throughout the kind of end of the season, September? Well, throughout when we played, because of obviously all the that's happened this year, but it definitely felt right to move out of the HMB into the MB. It's more actually the lower irons. Like, I've never missed as many greens with a pitching wedge and a 9-iron and 8-iron. I've said it, and I don't remember missing those greens with this. Guys, I don't want you to think that I'm potentially moving out of them just because I'm in a very fortunate position where I get to test these, throw things in the bag, throw things out the bag. I know how fortunate I am there. And honestly, I am so grateful that I do get to test all these wonderful clubs and share my opinions with you guys. Basically all the gear, no idea. How's that gone left? And this is a huge lesson as well. Just because they're new doesn't mean they're going to go straight. Exactly the same. Feel wise, very similar to the 919s actually, something which I was hoping they would feel like. Big believer that if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I will do a full in-depth review on these for anyone wanting to know all the tech that's in them. I can't imagine looking at that sleek head, there is too much technology going in there. Definitely got a little bit of a stability chassis going on around the outside just to give it a bit more perimeter weighting, which I'm a big fan of. That's better. That's better. I've absolutely nuked all those, by the way. They're going quite far. I reckon the averages are definitely up for what I would normally see, unless I'm just buzzing today and full of adrenaline, which you have got to think when you are testing new clubs, when you are trying new clubs, when you're at a club fitting, always think of adrenaline as well, because if you are really excited, if you're really enjoying yourself, like you can probably tell I'm doing today, I'm speaking so fast. I'll be watching this video back, trying to edit it, going, no, slow down. But yeah, always think of that as well. Right, last shot with the JPX 7-iron, then onto the MB. Oh gosh, yes please. I was hoping I wouldn't like them that much. I know a few have gone left, but right, MB 7-iron, and you know, I look at it and it just like, I'm looking at these as I pull them out the bag and I'm thinking, how can you go away from them? Maybe not yet, maybe not yet. It's a real funny one because it's like, to be honest, even when I just thought about changing them out, I saw the new ones, I was like, oh God, I need to try those. I've missed the 919 so much, but I felt seedy, I felt a little bit dirty even thinking it. Ugh. I mean, that feels, it's really trying to stay in the bag here, I'll tell you now. And this is the thing with blades, you know, if ever you try blades and you're thinking, shall I put them in, shall I take them out, shall I do anything with them? They always perform when they have to do. They'll always. Best thing to do, 1 second, I just need to, oh, there we go. There we go. I was excited and I've shanked it. I'll keep it in the video, but we might take out the averages because that's not really fair. So yeah, I was just going to say that before we were quite rudely interrupted by the hosel of this JPX, no, of the MP20MB. Best thing to do, go out on your club championship and say, right, if my blades don't perform well today, they are gone. Chances are they'll perform. Or you'll do that, either way. Like, someone's going to laugh, aren't they? Either you or your playing partner. What are you doing now? I'm that excited, my glove's gone all sweaty, so I'm going to swap. That's bad, innit? That is bad. Well, excited and the fact that it's about 25 degrees today and we're in an unair conditioned, wonderful albeit studio, right. They're like the red arrows after that first one that you nailed. This is everything that I was sort of hoping this video would be, you know. Trials, tribulations, enjoyment, excitement, but I don't know if it's going to give me the answer. I think it has to be outside, like I said. Right, last 7 iron, then we go to 4 irons. That's definitely the best one of the day by far as well. By far. 100% need to work on my swing path because when I play well, my swing path goes a little bit this way, it goes left. When I play badly, it goes that way and right, and the ball goes left. That's a note for me when I'm editing. 4 irons. Right, so 4 irons. Swing path to the side. We're just going to try and hit the best we can, really. I mean, this 4 iron looks so good down at the ball as well. It looks way, to be honest, comparing them, and I'm going to put the camera on these now as well. Comparing them, I don't even have to look at it then, that is the 4 iron I think as well. Like, if I was trying to be a proper, I dare say, bloke here, the MB looks exquisite, but the JPX just has a little bit, a couple of mil in that top line, probably just to give you that confidence. Well, hopefully to give you confidence anyway, right. Come on, 4 irons. That's the left one, that's the one I hate. I hate that. And that's been going with the pitching wedge and with the 7 iron, so we'll not say that it's the club. Swing path 5 to the right, that's exactly why. It's not clubs you need, James, it's a lesson. It's not even a lesson, you just need to practice a little bit. And that's the Healy one where I've lost the ball speed and lost distance. That's the one where I'm hoping the JPX might give us just a tiny bit more. A tiny bit. And that's the one where you say there's no way you're taking those clubs out the bag. I know it's left, but that was wonderful. Right, I'm only going to hit 3 4 irons because it's getting hot in here. And no, I'm not going to take off all my clothes because I'm not Nelly and I'm not a singer, which nobody wants. Can we just have a second's appreciation for that, please? I mean, yeah. If this goes well, I'll probably hit about 10 instead of 3 because there's nothing like hitting a new long iron, is there? If you're swinging it well. Oh. Can we end it there? Oh. I mean, back all that time ago when Matt fitted me for this kind of shaft combination and lie angle, if you can see that there, but that doesn't get any more middled. It does not get any more middled. That's the one where if you hit this in like a fitting, or you just game it. 4,000 spin, 211. What are we saying here? Right, last shot. Last shot. Last shot. We're still nursing a tiny injury, so we don't want to hit too many. But, come on. Oh, that was rubbish. So, the Mizuno JPX 921 versus the Mizuno MP20 MB irons in my exact specs. Are they better? Are they worse? Are they easier? And should I switch? Let's take a look. Right guys, so we'll look at dispersion, and this is something which I actually want to look more into actually, and something which I will test out on the golf course more and more. So pitching wedge MB against pitching wedge JPX. Not a lot in it. Obviously a pitching wedge is a pitching wedge, isn't it? 7-iron MB, obviously we had the Lucy Locket, which I might take out of the numbers actually, but some good swings, some bad swings, and I don't feel like I have hit it well today. I don't feel like it's been a terrible ball striking display. It's not been the best, but I don't feel like it's been good, and that's what I wanted almost. That is definitely what I was kind of hoping for going into this video. So compare that 7-iron to the JPX, all kind of more littered to the left, which is what I'm not wanting actually. JPX might have a little bit more offset on it, so that's possibly not suiting my shot at the moment. JPX 4-iron, I mean that was the last one, which tired swing, rubbish swing, being a long day kind of swing, but the other two were fantastic compared to the MB. So we can see actually that very similar on the good shots, but the bad shots will be interesting to see the numbers on. Let's do that. So looking at the numbers here, we've got the 4-iron JPX as opposed to the 4-iron MB, 207 as opposed to 200. Now I'm going to put that down to the shots. I haven't hit as many shots as I would like. Definitely do need to hit more out on the golf course. This is just kind of a preliminary looking at it. 7-iron as opposed to the 7-iron, 175, 172. That number's jumped up and I don't know why. Like the 4-iron is my normal number. 7-iron I would expect more around a 170 number, kind of maybe a 169, 168, usually 165 to be fair. Pitching wedge where I would expect it around the 130 number. What about the speeds and the spin rates? So actually getting more club head speed with the 4-iron and the JPX as opposed to the MB. That's going to be down to the swings, resulting in more ball speed. Similar club head speeds, 89 and 87 in the 7-irons, producing exactly the same ball speed, pretty much at 120. And 101 to 1.9 ball speed with the pitching wedge there. Spin rates, 4.1 to 400 on the 4-irons, 5.4 to 5.8 on the 7-irons, and 7.4 to 8,000 on the wedges. So, for me there, definitely work to be done on the swing on the game. Is changing the irons going to help me? Is it going to reduce my scores? Is it going to make me play better? Potentially not. I think looking at the distances with the 4-iron and things like that, I did enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed the ball strike. I definitely felt there was a tiny bit more forgiveness on the JPX, a little bit. That might be why I do change eventually. I'm not saying I'm going to change. I'm definitely not saying that. Like the title of the video suggests, I'm not proud of even thinking about it because I've only been gaming these a year, probably not even a year. You can tell they're a bit battered, but I do use them every day of my life. There's definitely food for thought there for me, definitely food for thought. The spin rates were actually better with the MBs. We all know that I am a pretty low spin player anyway, so I wouldn't be changing out of them for the spin rates. Shaft is exactly the same, lie angle's exactly the same. Definitely a little bit more blade length in the JPX, which I think helps me mentally, helps me just kind of on a par 3 maybe and things like that. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was excited. And I've shanked it. Top line a tiny bit thicker, but not quite as thick as the MP20 HMBs, which I didn't like in the long irons. So, where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us pretty much where I'm not going to put them in the bag yet. I'm not saying they're definitely going to go in the bag. I'm not saying they're not going to go in the bag. I'm saying I'm going to test them for you guys to see. I would have liked to hit more balls today. I am still nursing a little bit of a back injury, which you all know if you've been watching the video. Some idiot tried to hit Dustin Johnson's distances. And it didn't end well, actually, funnily enough. So, would like to hit more, can't at the moment. Health is always more important than changing golf clubs. But I've enjoyed them, really enjoyed them. I'm really pleased that I got them in my specs to test and try. If you are looking for some new irons, go and have a look. I wouldn't say don't look at the blades, unless you're really, I don't know, maybe don't look at the blades. take a leaf out of my book. Apart from that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. Leave us a like if you enjoyed that. And apart from that, guys, I'm going to lie down or something because I'm now tired. See you tomorrow.